Landscape for Fire is the first piece in the exhibition here. When I did the performance, Landscape for Fire, took place in London and in the country, dark and twilight hours, and consisted of a grid of 36 points. Each point was a can which held gasoline. You know how in an airport you have landing lights? Well, imagine those were fires, and they would be sequenced and changing over time. And I also, simultaneous with performing Landscape for Fire, I was also recording it. So I had a film crew and my assistants on the production of the piece itself, all happening simultaneously without any attempt to make a distinction between them. This was almost my first film, and I was learning on the job. And so I learned to edit film for the first time and discovered very interesting things about editing and film. I began looking at what avant-garde filmmakers were doing around the world. Particular interest to me was the film work of Andy Warhol and of Michael Snow and of Paul Sharits and probably a few others. Oh yes, John Cage. And so I was absorbing these ideas, as it were, by day, while by night I was thinking about editing the Landscape for Fire film. I saw the audience as being witnesses to a sculptural process, rather than a way of doing a performance to an audience. In order to get around that problem, I invented the idea of long duration. I figured that making the duration of a performance very long would take away the problem of a disappointed audience, in that people were coming and going on their own time and staying for as long as they wished, which is very different from a seated audience watching a film once through together.